yeah. Here we go, I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze it on up, TJ Quake, we're busting like the 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let's get into this, y'all. Yeah. TJ Quake, the ghetto gaming show. Bang, bang, blaze it on up. 1, 2, 3, here we go. All right, we're ready to do this once again. Woo-wee! I know I get a little hype, y'all. I always get hyped before these shows start because I got things to say. I got things on the mind. I got things to release. Anyways, y'all, what's cracking like all my peoples out there? What's going down in America today? This is once again TJ Quake, yo ghetto gamer, pop culture talk. And we're about to get into some craziness on stupidity on the left side. Once again, Joy Reid and her freaking stupid guests that she likes to bring on once in a while. Well, not once in a while, all the time. And all they do is talk stupidity. Stupidity. And unfortunately, it makes my people look bad. It really makes us look bad. It makes us look real bad. I hate to say it. But I'm here to always expose the truth, you guys, because whether you black, white, Mexican, Latino, Asian, whatever, I'm always going to say what's on my mind, and I'm going to give you the truth. I'm not one to hold back, as you guys probably know. I don't hold back my shiz. I let it out, release, because the only way we're going to get through all this craziness is sometimes we got to unleash what we feel. And that's what I do, people. And I speak for you, for all you guys that are frustrated. So I get that message out there for you guys. And I try to get it out there to as many people as I possibly can on my little podcast show here and on my little YouTube channel that I got here that I'm slowly trying to, build up there. So if you guys do like the content that you guys are hearing and checking out, please do that. Subscribe. Do a little ringing the bell thing. You want to get that little bell announcement. So whenever I get on, you guys know I'm on live. That helps a brother out. And we'll always come at you with some real shit. You know me, TJ Quick. We talk movies, video games. We got the TJ and MJ Spin Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews right here on YouTube and on Spreaker.com. You can actually check that out either on Spreaker.com or you can go to our website, which I'll have that all in the descriptions below, so you guys can click on them links, whatever one fix you need, and all that craziness. And as you guys do know, I play video games, so I'm a gamer. I'm a game streamer, actually. That's actually technically what got me even started doing even content creation on YouTube here. I'm a game streamer, but I notice politics and all these other things are affecting my gaming and movie and just regular life living experiences. So I'm getting sick and tired of it. And I'm sure you guys are too. So that's why I decided I'm going to start talking about this shit and let it off my chest. But at the same time, I'm still going to enjoy life, people, because I'm a gamer and I got to get in there and do my game streaming and get out there and have fun with that too. We don't stop living, people. We just keep pushing. But we got to push these other suckers out of the way so they don't stop us from living, like Joe Biden and his stupid icky, sticky mess. Yeah, we'll get to all that in another time. But also, just to let you guys know, what do we got here? Let's go to the main screen right here. We got Battlefield 2042 getting ready to hit. I just want to throw this out real quick for all you people out there that are the gamers and everything. That's getting ready to hit right here on the 19th of this month, you guys. Finally here. I played the beta off the chain. It's got some crazy new shiz. I believe they got a new world transformed by Disorder. And we also have 128 simultaneous players. 128 at one time, you guys. There's going to be some badass battles going on. Vast and dynamic environments and cutting-edge arsenal. Specialists. You're going to have your different specialists and so forth. Battlefield Portal, which I don't know much about that yet. Discover unexpected, let's see, what does it say here? Discover unexpected battles and enter the wild universe of Battlefield, community-driven platform that gives you the power to charge the rules of war, possibilities are endless when you can customize weapons, gears, rules, and more in this creative sandbox mode. Replay classic experiences with select content from Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 3, and Battlefield Bad Company 2, or leverage the modern content from the world of Battlefield 2042 to discover, create, and share something completely new. Oh, so there's like portals that you can go through, and you'll be able to actually go into those other time periods, like 1942, World War One, y'all. World War Two. Um, yeah. So yeah, you got that. We got new classic maps, and new seasons and new content. Now, if you guys want, you can go GameStop, read all the little flavor under this. But I got to get to the message at hand, which is back to these flipnicks that we need to get into. These liberal left wing evil maggots. One name Joy Reid, and the other name Michael Dyson, a race hustler. So let's get into that, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into that. And hold on a second here. So once again, you guys, just to let you guys know, I'm TJ Quake, your ghetto gamer, and of course, I like to come to you guys maybe every other week, every other day, or every other so days. I don't put out a video every single day. I like to put stuff out when it's necessary and needed. But I got something for you, at least maybe every other day or so during the week. And then we also have the TJ and MJ Spin Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews, which will be putting out some flavor for you guys this coming weekend. We always do that on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. You can check my beautiful wife, MJ. She's about this height. She's about this height. She's about this height. Okay, maybe she's this height. Anyway, she's a little thing, and she'll be up there with me doing some of those reviews. We just did Doom. We did a couple others. We're going to go check out this. I want to check out this movie called Old Henry. Old Henry. You guys got to check this out. But we'll let you know about that. Anyway, let's get back to the message at hand. Right over here with these two idiots. Now, these flipnicks right here, ladies and gentlemen, all they ever do is just talk blackity, blickety, blickety, black, as I always say. Well, black power this, blackity, blickety, black. We're always black. We always want to put down the white man. The white man's evil. The white man's this. White people need to be put in their place. White. I hate white. They're not just say it. They're not just get on these networks that they work on that are employed by white people, right? White people. The people that own these networks are white and everything. Yet they complain about them. It's kind of funny. So it kind of makes you wonder, you guys, are they lying to us when they freaking talk? They hate the fact that there's all this white supremacy all the time. They think there's so much crazy racism going on in the world, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm going to do? One of these days, actually, probably one of my next videos, I'm going to show videos of what black people went through back in the 60s, the 50s, and 70s, those days. I'm going to show some real life footage, okay, of what black people went through back then. And then we're going to compare it to what black people go through today. And then you guys can sit here and tell me which time period is the better time to live in when you're black and everything. Because I guarantee you're not going to look back at the freaking times back in the 60s when there was Jim Crow laws and everything. Miss Joy Reid, Mr. Race Hustler, Michael Dyson. This guy right here, he's a complete joke. But they're tripping on. Right now they're mad because they're leftists. They're on the Democratic side. They might as well admit it, ladies and gentlemen. They're pissed off. Sears, who just won the lieutenant governor here in Virginia. Sears, a black mouth for the white supremacist practices. She's a black mouth. That's what these fools are saying. This woman right here. Let's hear what Sears got to say, and then we'll get over to what these freaking idiot fools right here, these so-called blacks here that think that they're, they all live in nice gated areas, probably lives around nothing but white people. How much you want to make a bet? But we'll digress. Let's go here and let's see what Miss Winsome Sears has to say. And then we'll get over to what they say. Because Winsome Sears, she says, I wish Joy Reid would invite me on her show for a real discussion about race. Because we all know that when it gets down to debating, these Democrats lose every time. All they can do is just talk around the subject. They can never give you a straight-on answer. They can never point straight to the topic that actually means anything. They skate around it. Kind of like, I don't know, gin sake. Oh, we'll circle back to you. We'll circle back. That's a good question. We'll circle back to you. So let's go ahead and get into that real quick, and let's see what this lovely lady here who just won the lieutenant governor, a black woman, by the way. Okay, let's see what she's got to say here real quick. Oh, here, right here. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Before we do that, I always have to mute my mic over on this side. I have that problem, you guys. I got to do it. Okay, mic muted. And
we are framing too many issues in terms of race, and it just continues to divide us. And unfortunately, politicians are using it as a tool because of the things that have happened to us historically to advance, I would think, their nefarious purposes. And so if we stop just looking at race and just looking at people, because you see, I'm destroying all the narratives about race. Look at me. Look at me. I am a heartbeat away from the governorship in case anything happens to the governor. And how are you going to tell me then I'm a victim? And I didn't do anything special to get here except stay in school and study. I took advantage of the opportunities. They're available here in America. I wasn't born here. This is not my culture, not my country, but it allowed me, America allowed me to come and do for myself and for my family. And I remember when I was wanting to go to college, I had 3 children under 5. My husband took a lower paying job so he could stay home because he already had his degree. And I put one of my children on the back of a bicycle so that I could get to college. So no one can say to me, I don't know what it is to be poor. You're looking at the American dream. So we can do better. And it's not 1963 when my father came at the height of the civil rights movement. That
agrees with us on tax policy.
You can see those people at the border right now trying to get in. They're dying to get in because they know if they can put a foot on American soil, the trajectory of their lives will change just as it did for my father.
You know, here.
The trajectory, and she's right. She's right. Let's get off these glasses and get into it. Let's get off these glasses and get into it. She's right, you guys. Those people are trying to get over here because they want to come to a country that they know there's freedom and there's an opportunity for them to be able to get work and raise their families up without all the destruction and the evil of communism and socialism in their countries. I wonder why all these people want to come to a racist country. Joy Reid. But, you know, my girl here, she actually she calls out Joy. She calls out Joy because she wants to debate Joy Reid. She said, Joy, why don't you bring me on your show? I wish Joy bring me on the show so we can handle this. Let's talk it out. Matter of fact, where's that part? I think she says it. Let's see. We can get in
what
here.
Joy Reid said last night, and I want to just get a win and your win. Watch this. You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous.
Yeah. You guys got to hear this part. Oh my gosh. Check this out, you guys. Okay, check this out. Go ahead here.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous, that this isn't a party that's just another political party that disagrees with us on tax policy, that at this point, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that.
Wow. They're dangerous. These Republicans are dangerous. Do you get what this woman's saying right now? She's basically pretty much telling people that we're dangerous. You guys, we need to stop these Republicans. They're getting dangerous. So what are you saying, Reid? What are you saying? What are you going to do about this dangerous? Are you going to come after us, Reid? Or are you calling on your watchers and your listeners to come after every Republican? Because that's what they're already doing. They're coming up with people wearing Trump hats, Trump shirts, all this stuff like that. We wear some gear, and it's like the Crips and the Bloods again. Which, ladies and gentlemen, if you really think about it, I'm from the old school. I used to be back in the days when it was Crips and Bloods and everything. I was a little Crip. I was on the blue side and everything. The Bloods were the red and everything. We used to fight. It was the stupidest thing, fighting over freaking colors. Now, I got out of that bullshit from way back in the day when I was a little stupid young buck and everything. And I realized I want more with my life, and I'm tired of being around the stupid shit. What the fuck are we doing? You know? So I woke up early, you know, and realized, why are we doing this? What is this getting us anywhere? Really? I'm fighting over a freaking color and everything over some other friends. And technically, I was only doing it mainly just to keep myself from getting beat up and everything, because all these other motherfuckers in the neighborhood wanted to freaking jack you. What up, blood, pop, who, blood, all that shit. You know, this was a blood sign right here, right? That was a blood sign, and that was Crip sign, okay? Crip. Okay, and that's what we had to throw. That was the shits like that. We did all that stupid shit and everything. And so now, I see that we're just back into the same thing again. I see that our country is technically Bloods and Crips all over again. This right here is a Crip. She's a Crip, okay? The left wings are Crips. The right wings are Bloods and everything, because we're the ones that wear the red. There's the red, and then there's the blue. So that I'm putting those two together. I'm going, dadgum, are we back at this again? Is this what happened? Is this what this country's been about all along? It's been about these daggum blue colors and red colors? Pretty much that's what it's back to again, y'all. This woman right here wants to start some shiz with the Bloods. So she's calling on it. She's calling on that fight. She better watch herself, because that fight might come right back at her. That's the stupidity of stupid people like her. Because what they call for may actually come their way. So she's up here saying, get rid of the Republicans. These Republicans are getting dangerous. Well, I see that you motherfuckers are dangerous. In my opinion, Joy, you're the one that's dangerous. But let's go back. Let's go on over to the to the real deal and everything. You know. So what's her name calls the girl here? She calls on Joy to have a debate. Let's have a debate. So let's see here. Let me see.
Let's see if she's woman enough to.
Yeah. Let's see. Here it is. This is the one right here. We'll get right there. And you guys can see, okay, Joy's calling for it. She's calling for it. So okay, Joy, let's see what you got when my girl says this.
Joy Reid would invite me on her show. Let's see if she's woman enough to do that. I'd go in a heartbeat, and we have a real discussion without Joy speaking about me behind my back, if you will.
Exactly. Without Joy speaking behind her back like she always does. Joy Reid did that to Nicki Minaj. She does that to anybody who's black. Joy Reid always talks about blickety blackety black, but as soon as a black person gets off that plantation, Joy Reid's up here trying to pull your ass right back on it. Oh, you can't be getting off the plantation. What are you doing? And everything. You no longer black. That's how they think when you don't freaking agree with their freaking stupidity. Joy Reid and them all for all this bullshit. You know, Joe Biden is basically saying, guess what? You know how the black people are always talking about them reparations? Reparations! We want our reparations! Always talking about reparations. This fool right here, Michael Dyson, he'd be one of the first ones up there talking about reparations. Black people need to have our reparations, right? From all the crazy stuff that black people went through back in slavery and all that shit, which technically was supposed to go to the people who were free back in the day. These fools never went through slavery. They never even went through Jim Crow. I'm talking about freaking all this reparations. But guess who's going to get those reparations, black people? Hey, black people, you guys ready for this? For you Democratic black people out there, okay, my black brothers, guess who those reparations are going to go to now? You guys been asking for the Democratic Party to give it. And guess who they're going to give it to? The illegals coming over the border right now. $450,000. Yeah, go look it up. Joe Biden and them are all waiting for trying to put that in that bill that they want to launch. Oh, you guys didn't know that? You didn't know that Joe Biden wants to give all the illegals who want to break into the country, they want to make you pay for their hardship because Trump treated them so horribly. We got to give them money. Give them $450,000. Yes. And we'll put them in these areas over here next to these black people who, well, we said we was going to give them, but guess what? They pretty much killing themselves off now. They don't really got the numbers anymore. We need these Latinos. They coming up though. So we got to get that. We got to get those. So give them $450,000. And these black people, you just put them on the back burner again. Yeah. That's how stupid. But these two idiots up here talking about the right. The right is the white supremacists. What? How come your precious Joe Biden ain't hooking you guys up with $450,000, black people? How come that ain't happening? Oh, but he's going to give it to the illegals. Frick you. That's been reigning for the last 100, 200 years for this shit. Yeah, frick you. Let's see what these race hustlers got to say. Let's see what they got to say. Come on, let's do it. We'll bring these little two idiots up here, and then I'll commentate in between their stupidity so you guys can kind of know the deal. So forth. Let's go ahead and go right there. I'll go ahead and mute that. And let's get down to the business. Oh, man. Oh. Dadgummit. Sorry about that, you guys. We always got to go through these little stupid commercials and shit.
The problem is here, they want white supremacy by ventriloquist effect. There is a black mouth moving, but a white idea through the running on the runway of the tongue of a figure who justifies and legitimates the white supremacist practices. We know that we can internalize in our own minds, in our own subconscious, in our own bodies, the very principles that are undoing us. So to have a black face speaking in behalf of a white supremacist legacy is nothing new. And it is to the chagrin of those of us who study race that the white folk on the other side and the right wingers on the other side don't understand this is politics 101 and this is race, not even 101. What's beneath?
Yeah, so here we go. Here we go with Mr. Race Hustler here. We'll play a little bit more of his stupidity and everything. So he's basically saying that our girl, Winsome Sears, the first black, lieutenant, governor, that she's just a black mouth for the white supremacist practices. You know, it's so funny. What benefit do black people get out of going and helping out white supremacists? What benefit do we get out of that? Well, why would we want to freaking help out people that want to pretty much demolish us, to pretty much look at us like we're nothing but dirt? Why would we do that? Why would he say that's like you taking a freaking knife and saying, I'm just going to kill myself because I hate myself and everything? You know, and there's a lot of people that actually do that, and they actually succeeded at it. But most black people, I don't think we're trying to kill ourselves. I don't think we're trying to get rid of our race. I don't think we're trying to do that. Or maybe I'm mistaken. The people on the Democratic side that are black want to get rid of our race because you guys are all for us aborting our kids. Yeah, we're the highest mark in this country. Okay, we're the highest percentage in this country that kills our own. From the wound and out of the wound, we kill our own. If we ain't killing them while they're in the stomach, while the baby's in abort this bastard. No, if we ain't doing that, then we're saying go ahead and go kill Tommy and Tyrone and all them down the street. Because them motherfuckers came over on our side of the street and looked at our girl, man. They looked at our girl, man. Go shoot them fools. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we go and kill each other over. You know, I want them shoes you got. Yeah, man, I just bought them. So, pow! Give me it. That's what niggas do to each other. We do that shit all the time, dude. Freaking killing each other off. But you guys say that did you guys realize that we've killed more of our own people than the KKK has done and freaking the entire time the KKK was in existence? We've killed more of our own and everything. Look it up. It's there. But these dumb idiots always want to freaking try to turn it around and act like that the people that they voted for, which is Joe Biden, who is a racist, by the way, okay, that motherfucker's got your better behalf, but you guys wouldn't vote for his ass. Because, he's better for our people. What has Joe Biden done for us? His percentage rating is now in the low 30% on the polls. That's where this fool's at right now. 30%, 35, 36%, I think. This guy is freaking horrible on every single thing he's run on. Build back better. Man, what are those fools saying in that rap song? You mean build back broke? That's exactly what he's doing. He's building back broke. He's making us all broke. He's making us all unsafe. He wants to freaking take your jobs away from you if you don't get the icky sticky. He wants to take your jobs away from you. I mean, this motherfucker, what is he doing good for us? Nothing. He ain't doing shit and everything. But you guys are all freaking pissed off because a black woman, you guys are going to act like, oh, she's just a token. Joy Reid said in the thing, I'm surprised I didn't get the whole thing on that because I wanted to get the whole thing what Joy Reid said and everything. Matter of fact, it might be in this part. But let me see if I can go back in here. Why is it?
One-on-one. It's the pre-K
of
race. You should understand.
Hold up here. Let me get this, mute this real quick.
And the fact that if you tell black people leave one-on-one, it's the pre-K of race. You should understand the fact that if you tell black people, look, I support a Negro. Look, there is a person of color that I am in favor of, and that person of color happens to undermine and undercut and subvert the very principles about which we are concerned. You do yourself no service by pointing to them as an example of your racial progressivism.
Yeah. Of your racial progressivism. This fool's an idiot. Straight up. He's a freaking straight up race hustler, people. Don't listen to him. As all his bullshit is up there freaking belittling this woman who actually became the first woman, mind you. They always talk about diversity. Oh, the first, that's the first time. So finally they get a first, and this is Virginia. In the South, that guy in the Southern South. Hickory Dixie Crats. Right? She wins it. First time ever, black woman ever, and you guys are up there freaking tripping? Not because she's got an R by her name. Because she don't got a D by her name. Because she ain't freaking falling in with the rest of these idiots and so forth on the Democratic side and everything. Oh, no, she's no longer black. Oh, no, she's an actual black. She's a black mouth for the racist party, for the white racists. When the party that you guys are, the very party that you guys all subscribe to are the real racists and everything. I don't know why this has got to be told every freaking time. You guys are the ones that, you guys don't understand your own freaking damn history and so forth. Let's go back into the 60s, back when the motherfucking Jim Crow laws were cracking, and find out who was all behind that. Yeah, all you motherfucking Democrats were. And then you dumbass idiots freaking go and vote for them now. You guys are the most stupidest motherfucking black people on the damn planet, dude. And everything. I'm ashamed that you guys are black. I can't believe you motherfuckers try to speak for us. You don't speak for me. You ain't never spoke for us, dude. All you do is keep us down. This old stupid freaking idiot right here going to talk smack. Finally, so you don't talk smack on the black woman now. But when she was on the Democratic side, you guys would be praising her. You guys are a bunch of hypocrites, dude. All you motherfuckers are hypocrites. I can't stand you motherfuckers, dude, and everything. This woman wasn't even a citizen. She was Jamaican, brought here, and joined our armed forces, was willing to die for this country that she wasn't even a citizen in yet. What have you done, Mr. Race Hustler? What have you done, Mr. Dyson, Michael Dyson? But up there spit out shit out your mouth all the time. That's all you do. It's like, the white man this, the white man that. But you guys are all on you ain't got a problem, though. Joy Reid and them ain't got a problem being on that white man's station, though. This woman here is happy that she actually was able to break down barriers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm like, really? You know, what was this? The message could not be clearer. People of color are duty bound to recite liberal orthodoxy and pledge loyalty to the DNC, and those who don't are brainless puppets being used, he tweeted. This is what this guy, I guess this is Glenn dude here, Glenn Greenwald. This is one of the most repugnant and racist segments broadcast by a TV network this year. Okay, so he's talking about how stupid these fools are and everything. The message cannot be clearer. People of color are duty-bound to recite liberal orthodoxy and pledge loyalty to the DNC, and those who don't are brainless puppets being used. And this is what these freaking idiots always want to freaking say all the time. You know, Joy Reid. Do they got Joy Reid on this part? Let me see if Joy Reid gets in here. and so forth. Nah, it's this fool again. Here in his fool. I want, because Joy Reid was saying a bunch of just evil bullshit too. Just evil bullshit.
A figure who justifies and legitimates the white supremacist practices. We know that we can internalize.
So we justify and legitimates the racist white people. That's what she did by winning on the Republican ticket. And Joy had the nerve to say, I wish we could have said heard what Joy had to say, because she said some real stupid shit too and everything. Joy actually said something like, she tried to think she was making a point because what's her name said, you know, I'm breaking grounds. I'm breaking new grounds as a black woman and everything, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I don't understand why they would be belittling this. And Joy actually had the nerve to say, oh, stupid woman, they had the choice between you and another woman who's, I think she said she was half Lebanese and half Latino or something like that. She said there was two people of color up on there. They had they had a choice between you and her. And I'm like going, so you didn't break down no grounds. You didn't do nothing like that. And I'm like looking at Joy like, really, Joy? So because they picked the same white people that you're calling racist, who picked this black woman and everything, who are Democrats, because that's who you're talking about and everything, these Democrats actually voted for this woman. And so forth. There was Democrats that did that. They had the choice to choose between a Republican candidate and a Democratic candidate. Both were women, both were minorities, and yet they still picked the black woman on this side over here. That's because of policy, Joy. They pick people because of policy, because they fall within their beliefs and within what they're wanting. This critical race theory thing has gotten parents all pissed off, and you guys don't freaking get that. You don't get that people, parents, because Joy probably don't have no damn kids and everything. They don't want their kids being taught racist bullshit. They don't want their kids being taught that because you're black, you have to, you're never going to amount to nothing. And because you're white, you're always going to be a freaking evil racist. And because you're white, you have to like kind of look at these black people as poor, bystanders of society. And that they can't get it and they can't make it on their own. So we have to help them kind of attitude because we're superior. That's really what they're teaching, y'all. They're telling the white kids they're superior to the black people. And the black people are being taught that they're inferior. And that we'll never actually ever have a good chance in this country because the white man, he's all throughout all the systems in our country, throughout our government, throughout our companies. Everything has got a racist sentiment to it and everything. In the schools, in the workplaces, in the IRS, anywhere in America where there's like the white man had built something up, they want to act like that black people never have an opportunity in that. Well, if that's the case, then how did yo punk ass, funky ass Joy Reid, how did you get on that network that you're on? Because that's an all-white network. Those NBC, ABC, all these places, CNN, they were all created by white people. These weren't networks. These were used to all be newspapers at one time. Guess who owned those newspapers? White people. You know what I'm saying? Those people that they threw the wealth down through their bloodline, and they brought their only family members in and other white people in. How did black people end up getting into that industry? How did black people end up getting free from slavery? Oh, did the black man start getting up there and start fighting and say no, we're going to get our freedom back? No, they didn't do that. And everything. It took a bunch of other white people who didn't like what was going on, and they said, hey, we're going to help you guys get your freedom. Here's a gun. Help us out. Help us help you get your freedom back and everything. They was like, hell yeah. Guess who those people were, you dumbasses? Those were Republicans, not Democrats, because the Democrats wanted to keep us in chains. So I don't know what the frick you're talking about and everything. But you over here working on this white network. I don't see you working over there on BET. Why ain't you on BET, Joy? How come you ain't on BET? The Black Entertainment News Network. How come you ain't on that thing? See how you guys got to get away from all these racist, hateful white people. This race hustler right here, I guarantee you, he's hanging around white folks and all this other stuff. You enjoying all the comforts that the white man made. Well, I don't see why don't you take your funky ass black no good for nothing, race hustling, bitchy ass back on over there to the motherland. Why don't you go back over to the motherland? You don't do that, do you? Because you enjoy all these wonderful things that the white man freaking created. Yeah, you enjoy all that shit. You living right in the motherfucking constructions that he designed and so forth. He taught black people to do these things because black people, when they came over as slaves, they weren't doing all that shit. They weren't doing all that. So I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being real. I know you guys can hurt your feelings. I know you guys don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear the real shit. I know it hurts, don't it? It hurts to feel that you know that really you're being put into a society. What did my mom say one time? She said, we was talking about sports, right? I said, well, mom, look at all these black people in sports and stuff like that. Oh, that's just the white man's sport. And that's just the black man, dealing with the white man's, thing. The white man's making money off the black man from that. But wait a minute. I said, Mom, before, black people were dying to get into the white man's sport. They had the Negro Leagues. You guys all want blackity black. Well, we had blackity black back in the day. There was the Negro Leagues. We had Black Wall Street there in Motown, all that stuff back there in New York and all the wonders that was going on back at that period of time in the 20s and so forth. We had the Black Wall Street and so forth. But what did black people still want to do? They still wanted to be a part of what the white man was doing. They were mad because the white man wasn't letting them in the front of the restaurant. They were mad because they had to sit in the back of the bus. They wanted to sit in the front of the bus and so forth. So we fought for those equal rights to be able to do those things. And now all black people are doing is basically saying, we don't want none of that no more. That's racist. Does that sound, how stupid does that sound to you and everything? Jackie Robinson wanted to be the first black person in the white baseball league. He got into the baseball league because before all black people could do was be in the Negro Leagues. Remember that? Oh, you guys really need to look back at your history and see how all that shit was going down. Black people were freaking trying their hardest to get into that. And the white man didn't want you in those sports. They didn't want you in their freaking football leagues and their baseball leagues and all that stuff. Especially they didn't want you playing golf and so forth. Not with them. But we fought for all those rights to be able to do that shit. Now, the first thing I'm hearing now, the white man is just making money off the black man. That's all that is and everything. That's what that is. The black man's still like a slave. You got Kaepernick up there calling the NFL slavery all over again for black men. Trying to make some comparison from back in the day in slavery till right now in the NFL. I'm like, is this boy sick? The only reason why he's saying that bullshit is because nobody wants his ass on any football team no more. His ass is done. These people freaking crack me up, dude. They're a bunch of freaking hypocrite, bunch of lying ass bitches. And that's what they are to me. And so forth. And I will call out black people when I see it. I'll call Latinos. I'll call out white people. Don't think I only say this about the white people because they got the white liberal out there, the white Democrat, who's the one is the big phase of all this. Everything. Because you dumbasses keep thinking these motherfuckers are actually for you. And so forth. All they do, they say, oh, you got more white people in BLM than you got black people. And everything. Talking about no racist, no KKK, no USA, all that bullshit. And it's all these white people. I'm like, how do you guys know any of this? What do you guys know about the black experience? None of you guys were even born during those periods of time. All these little Antifa motherfuckers acting like they for black people, and then the first thing that want to come out their mouth is nigga. Yeah. They're the first ones that'll say it. If you get them mad enough. If a black person comes up in their face, I guarantee you, I saw one white dude walk up to a black man who was wearing a Trump hat and ripped this freaking hat off his head. I was like, what? What you say? I was like, hell to the no. I couldn't believe the brother didn't freaking knock his ass out. Because that would be, bam, I would have knocked that motherfucker out so quick. Dude, try to freaking come up on me. Try to come up on me and try to take my shit off. That will be your end. Motherfucker, you better be ready. You better be ready. Come up on me, dude. Do some stupid shit. All these freaking Democrat idiots out there freaking ripping hats off people's heads and act like they're going to punk you. You ain't going to punk me, dude. Come up in my neighborhood. See how far you get with that shit. See how far you get with that. I'm crazy, motherfucker. Try it and everything. So these people, they crack me up when they do this stuff and so forth. They crack me up. But, it is what it is. This is how these flipnicks are. And Joy Reid and this race hustler right here, all they do is freaking, they are the black mouthpieces for the freaking racist KKK. They're the black mouthpieces for them. You want to know why? Because this is exactly what the KKK wants. They want us to be freaking fighting amongst each other. They want the race war. What was the one thing that skinheads used to say all the time back in the day? They want a race war. They're preparing for a race war. So what are they doing? They're getting black people to get so amped up by saying racism all over the place when there ain't no racism in sight and so forth. But these dumb idiots, they keep calling racism. But I guarantee you she's going to be going to her boss, who's a white man, saying, I'm ready for my paycheck now. Did I say enough good stuff for you, Mr. White Man? Yeah, Joy. Why don't you tell everybody who you really work for and everything? We should look up the CEO for freaking for her news network there. What does she work for? MSNBC. Let me just go. We'll close with this. We're going to find out there. CEO of, let's just say the owner of MSNBC. Let's see, who is that guy? I want to see what this guy, who is this guy? Who's the owner? Tom Rogers. Tom Rogers, the founder. Tom Rogers is the founder. Tom Rogers. Oh, look who Tom Rogers looks like. Look who Joy Reid's boss is. Here he is. There he is. Look at him. There's her boss. There he is. Yeah, Tom Rogers. Look at all these white people. Wow. All these are part of family members and this and that. Tom Rogers, baseball and everything. I wonder how Tom Rogers and them were back in the early days. I wonder how his daddy was back in the day. Yeah. So he's the owner. Okay, he's the founder. Let's go over here. Let's do some more. I'm ready to get down to business. Say that. So Tom Rogers, that's her boss, you guys. Mr. White Man, Mr. White Racist. Yeah, let's get into that. Oh, let's check out who is CNN. Oh, CNN, you know everybody knows CNN. They the biggest. Oh, we're for you black people. We're for black people, and white people are so racist. White people, white are so racist. Okay, let's see. CNN owner. Who's a CNN owner? Oh, there he is. Ted Turner. Good old Ted. Look like a good old boy, don't he? Ted Turner. That boy is old as get out right there. Now, you know what he was thinking back in the day. Yeah, you think he had you think that fool had freaking black people on the news net on CNN back in the day? Yeah. When he was starting his newspaper up. Look at it. Yeah, Ted Turner. Yep, there you go. Yep. Isn't that wonderful? So here's another picture of Ted Turner. Good old Ted Turner right there. Old white man. Don't you guys, what is that thing you guys always say about white men? Old white men are the most racist, the most misogynist people on the planet. But you guys are hired. You guys are all hired by this guy. This guy owns your freaking life right now. Yeah. This guy right here. He owns you. Yeah, Joy Reid. What do you think about that? The guy that you work for. Are you calling him a white racist? Are you calling him a white racist, Joy Reid? No, you're probably not. I can go down the line of all these news networks. All these news networks. I guarantee you, behind every news network, there's a white man behind each one of them. And it's so funny how all these freaking black people are on these news networks. They all cry boohoo racism all day long. The white man this, the white this, there's white racism everywhere. White racism everywhere. Then how the hell did this guy hire your ass? Why did this white man hire your black ass? I want to know the question to that. Why did he hire you? You working for a white man. So if there's so much racism, how did you get the spot you got, Joy? How did you get there? You guys will never be able to answer that question, will you? Maybe on the next show we'll get to that one, you guys. We'll go dive in. We're gonna go deeper into this shit. But this all the time I got right now. This is TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming Shout. You guys know how we do. I'm going to get ready to end this bad boy off, and hopefully you guys have a funky day. Stay tuned for our TJ and MJ Spin Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews. We're going to come at you with some cool stuff, some gaming streams. You can find me on twitch.tv or twitch.tv/TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming. That's on twitch.tv. You guys can check out those live streams if you're gamers out there and so forth. We got all kinds of things coming at you guys. I'm still trying to build this thing up, and we're going to make it happen. Come here if you guys want to know what the real deal and what the black man says about all this bullshit. Peace to the middle flipping east.
Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer.